Tuesday, June 9th. We're coming back from a large loss on Monday. I revenge traded and it just didn't end up going well. So now we're going in with a calmer mind. And so now what we're looking for here. So at the beginning of market open, we see price gap up. And so now we're looking to see if we can get in for buys. Price is gapping up. I'm looking to see if there's an opportunity to go up a little further, even though there has been a lot of selling in the last couple of days. So we're looking to see what happens here. So let's take a look at the charts. And right now you can currently see that it is 640 and we haven't taken a trade yet here. And so we're looking to take a trade as soon as I get some sort of confirmation to the upside. Again, putting a stop below that confirmation and continuing in the play here. So here we go. So 640, 643, around that time, we see this form. So you see the strong move up. Immediately, it consolidates here, making an order block, a high volume node. Got in at a good area right here, right above that order block, right? So now I have this big order that showed up here, protecting me plus the high volume node, looking to get at least a $900 to $500 here on this trade. Again, the goal is to get a 1-to-1 risk to reward. I am not looking for anything bigger. Now, if it presents itself and it continues going, then that's perfectly fine with me. But the goal is to try to cover at $500 the 1-to-1, so that way I can have some profits and go on to the next trade, which would be tomorrow, right? So let's go ahead and see what happens here. Right now, price is going in my favor. At this point, again, we did have some aggressive buyers coming in in this level. Looking to see what happens here. Price is going up. We're 130, 120. Price continues moving up in my direction. Now I'm starting to look for areas to potentially cover, right? If I'm trailing, I want to trail either when it gets to 500, let it go at 500. Or as it's going up, I want to start reducing my risk from the $500 mark. Right now I have some things going for me. I have the EMAs pushing up, looking up direction, VWAP starting to look up here. And I do have the high volume node right below there that it's holding where I entered. I'm not averaging out on this. I want to take the full profit here. So I'm marking the $500 mark here as well, just so I know where to put my stop. I know where I need to go to, and I know where that level is, so I can start trailing. Again, I want to be as close to that as possible. So here you go. Here it goes, coming up. Pushing up a little further. It looks like it can make it. Waiting patiently for this to happen here. I'm not letting go of the stop loss yet. So here we go. 300. It can easily come back. So I need to be prepared right here. If it does come back, what do? I need to get out. I need to put my stop closer, maybe go to break even. So those are things to consider when you're in this play. Again, looking to see if it holds. So far it has been. Going to 400 at this level here. Waiting for this to break. It's so close. It should break here. It should go higher. Oh, it's right there. 500. Okay, perfect. Let's see how far it goes. Price is still hovering just right above there. I want to let it go there when I get some good confirmation that it's pushing continuously here. Here we go. Price started to go up. Let it go there. Let's see if price continues. So far it held that. It didn't make a red candle. So you want to go ahead and continue here. See how far we can trail. This should not go below that wick. If it starts to come and filling that wick, then it's no good. It'll take me out at 560 here. Price wants to continue here. I can still trail here a little closer, but I'm keeping it there, keeping the distance. So if it pushes up, I trail closer, right? As it pushes up, breaking that high volume node, trailing closer, 600, right below that high volume node. Now it shouldn't come back down and break if it's going to continue. Took me out, all set there. Again, $596 after a $1,000 losing day. Good recovery, good play, good trailing. Didn't panic, all a part of the plan. And I'll show you in just a moment here what that looked like and why I got in. So let's go ahead and take a look at the charts. Okay, so again, this is the trade that I took. This is what I was looking at, and this is the reason why I got in. You always have to have a reason why you're getting in, not just getting in like I did on Monday, right? So you can see here, price was aggressively pushed down. I don't want to trade these few moments of the opening drive because they always fluctuate. They go down, they fake you out, it goes right back up. I don't want to trade that. I want to trade when it's a little bit more settled. So I'm waiting here, waiting for another signal. It came down, could have taken a mean reversion here, but it is a gamble, right? There wasn't a lot of volume at this point. 1K here, yes, it's okay. I would say that's okay, but looking for more than 1K volume, looking for at least 2,000 to 3,000 K volume in this as it's coming in. So you start to see all these. It shows 730, hardly any volume driving price. So that just indicates to me that nobody's really stepped in yet. So as price starts to come up here, it moves aggressively up, starts to continue. I'm looking at this high as it's going to break to see if there's any aggressive pushes to the top side. And so what I see here is an aggressive buyer buy right at the top here. I wait to see if there's any confirmation of it is going to continue. So you see this candle, it closes. I see this aggressive buyer. I wait for this next candle to sort of form to see if it's going to continue. What I do is I wait for it to finish, get into the trade, and now we're right here. I guess this is a little bit further. So about 200 ticks to 200 ticks. This is how it's set up originally. Now, again, I did take a little bit more than 200 ticks. So it sets up like this. Put my stop way down here. I could have technically put my stop right below the low, leaving me with 81 ticks worth of risk. However, I want to give it some room to breathe, right? I want to make sure I'm sticking to in a large enough area where it's fine. It's still within my plan. This is how I get in. This is the amount of risk I'm willing to endure, right? If it starts to break here, then I can just consider taking it out, right? Because there's no point in holding it all the way down to stop loss, especially if it just didn't respect this big trade here. So as you can see, price started going up, came back down, tested, continued going up. As it was going up, I saw another big trade come in. That gave me confidence that it was going to hit my targets and it was going to go a little further. Again, I got in trailing here close to the $500 mark for me, and has continued going up. Now, the good thing was that if I kept holding, if I didn't trail or if I didn't go to break even, it would have taken me out completely. Because you can see here, price did go up a little bit more throughout the day, but only for a few more minutes, right? And then immediately it got sold off here. And then buyers tried to step in, but it continued to get sold off here. This respected here a lot of sellers in this one little cluster. So that was indicating a lot of selling. It would have taken me out, would have not been a good trade, right? So this worked out. This was good. And that's all I needed. One trade. I don't need to go crazy. As you can see here, 3K on this sell, right? So this is the type of play you want to see. 3K volume on one specific big trade here, pushing in one direction. That is where participation is, and that is where you want to get in. So, as I mentioned, all I needed was one trade. I didn't need to take too many trades. I want to slowly recover, gain my composure back as I'm trading throughout this week in order to pass the Top Step Combine. I don't want to take more losses and I don't want to take more risks. I just want to get in, get out, done for the day. So that was the trade for Tuesday, June 9th. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and I will see you in the next one.